Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Cynthia Clark, and I am a love and ascension coach over at ascension17.com. And I was going to do this live. I'm sorry about that. My internet went down today, right before I was going to do the live stream. And I was going to do it yesterday, but my power was out for 4 hours yesterday. So it's just not going to happen this week. So I'm sorry about that. But I'm not going to let that stop me from getting the message out today, which is all about creating a vision for 2021. Now, for those of you who don't do a vision board, you can certainly get by life without doing a vision board. In fact, I didn't start doing them until about 5 or 6 years ago, when I started to be more conscious in creating my life. And really, that's what a vision board is all about. It's about setting intentions, because your intentions are what help you to focus on your reality and what you want to bring into your reality. And some people just prefer to, roll the dice and let fate kind of run its course. The reason why I don't like to do that is because part of ascension and part of the process of ascension is learning to be a co-creator with the divine. Okay, that's one of the steps in ascension. And it's also to be just more mindful of what it is that you're actually bringing in to your space. And so every January, this is a really good time to do it, is to take stock of the coming year and what it is that you really want to bring into that year. And of course, not everything is going to come about, right? But that's not the point. The point is to have a clear vision of the types of things that you want to experience in the next year, the people that you want to have around you in the next year. And you may not know exactly who that is, but what kind of person do you want to have around you? Do you want somebody who is an energy vampire? Or do you want to have somebody around you who's positive and can help raise your vibration? These are the kinds of things that you should be looking at. So today I want to just go through the things that you should have on your vision board. And I like to do it according to the Bagua, because that corresponds to the feng shui. And it's just a harmonious way to set up your board. And that's how I've been doing it for the last several years. And I would say that I'm a pretty darn good manifester since I started doing this. So I've managed to turn my entire life around, actually. If I look at over the past 5 years, going through a divorce, ending up getting remarried, and moving out of Colorado to Sedona, Arizona. And now I live exactly where I want to live, in the most beautiful location, with somebody who loves me. So, there's a lot of good things to be said about that vision board and creating it. So let's take a look at how to set this up. Okay, so I like to do, like I said, according to the Bagua. So at the center of the board, you want to put you. Okay, this is the most important part. Make sure that you are in your board. Okay, and what do I mean by that? You want to have a picture of you on the board. Okay, make sure it's a happy picture, a healthy picture, and relatively current. Okay, so make sure it's within the last year. You also want to put your theme for the year. Okay, so what is it you really want to achieve in the year 2021? And I talked about this previously, that we are in the year 5. Okay, the numerology is a 5. And we are also moving into the year of the ox, which I'm going to be talking about that throughout the year. But generally speaking, the ox is a hard worker. I happen to be born in the year of the ox, so I know a lot about it. So hardworking, straightforward, no nonsense, doesn't take a lot of crap. Pretty much ignores the crap. So that's the ox is too busy creating their own life to worry about everything else around them. So you want to keep that in mind just for the energy of the year, right? Okay, so we're going to make sure that you set yourself, put a theme in there for you, okay? Whatever it is that you want to focus on the most, okay? So put that right in the center. Also, you want to think about your health, okay? Health is also part of you, and you want to think about, what kind of health do you want to be in this year? Put things like happy, things that represent happiness or fitness. I started doing training last year twice a week, and I'm generally a fit person, but I had no idea how much farther I could take it when I actually started doing actual training twice a week with a trainer. So that's something that I highly recommend if you want to be fit and you want to stay out of hospitals and you generally just don't want to get sick. It's time to take stock of the things that you're actually doing, the habits that you know are good for you and the habits that you know are not good for you. Okay, so that's all part of the center of the chart, okay, representing you. All right, so I'm going to take it down to the bottom left. We've got wisdom. Okay, now if you are on the Ascension pathway, you are an eternal student like me. Okay, I love learning. And I'm in the School of Wisdom. That's actually in my hands and my fingerprints. So I've got the tented arches in my fingerprints. So if you don't know what school you're in, you might want to consider getting your fingerprints read, which is something that I also do. So in the category of wisdom, you want to put things that maybe you want to learn this year. My husband proposed a very interesting idea to me recently that I'm contemplating. I'm not ready to share it just yet, but I'm contemplating some pretty major new learning this year. So I would put that in the wisdom corner. You can also put your angels and archangels in that corner if you want to learn from them. You can definitely call on spirit guides or ascended masters. You can put them all in that corner. Maybe some books you want to read this year from some of your favorite authors. That would be another thing to put in that corner. Okay, moving on to the bottom center, we've got career. Okay, now in the career section, of course, if you are working, it's not necessarily what you're working at right now. It could be what you want to be working at. So take a look at pictures that represent your career as you wish it to be. Okay, and this could include specific things like how many followers you want to have, or where do you want to be spending your time, what kind of an impact do you want to be making in your career, things like that. Okay, so over here in the bottom right hand side, we've got helpful people and travel. And so in this section, do you want to take any trips? Remember, we're in a 5-year. It's a good year for taking trips. Put pictures of those trips on your vision board. Helpful people can be people you know or people you don't know. Maybe there's somebody that you want to get to know this year, or it could just be a type of person too. So that all of that could go under helpful people. For example, if you're looking to sell your house this year, maybe you want to put a real estate agent in that corner, one that you know or one that you don't know. But yeah, whoever you want to bring in to assist you would go into that bottom right hand corner. Moving up to the right center, we've got creativity and children. Okay, so if you have children, put pictures of your children here. If you don't have children, just put creative endeavors that you want to experience. For example, if you want to create something new in your life this year, put a picture of it. If you're writing a book, put a picture of the cover on your board. What is the name of the book? Or if you want to do maybe some art, if you want to take up some form of art, maybe you want to learn how to play an instrument. I may consider the piano this year. I took lessons a long time ago, but it might be time to pick it up again. So that might go on my board this year. So whatever it is, put it in that section on the right-hand side of your board. Okay, top right, we've got love. Okay, so love, of course, includes marriage. If you're not married and you want to be married, then you want to put something up here showing, hey, maybe I'm going to get engaged this year, or maybe I'm going to, get that wedding ring. Okay, put that there. You can also do anything representing love or romance in that category. You could put beautiful flowers or hearts, roses, all those beautiful things. Maybe a couple walking on a beach at the sunset, whatever it is that represents love to you would go in that corner. In the top center, we've got reputation. Okay, this is also related to fame. You may or may not want to be famous, so I just put reputation here. Most of us are not famous, but this represents, how do you want to be seen by others? Do you want to be seen as a kind person, a smart person, compassionate person? These types of things would go in your reputation area. Do you want to be seen as honest? Do you want to be seen as strong, as confident? Things that represent what's important to you for your reputation should go in that top right section. And then last but certainly, we're not quite done, two more. We've got wealth in the top right corner. Okay, now wealth can be monetary, but it could also be non-monetary, whatever represents wealth to you. For most people, it would represent like their bank account or maybe their stocks. If you have any cryptocurrency or whatever, you want to put some numbers up there that represent your wealth. You also want to put maybe items of wealth that represent you. For example, if you want to get a new car, or what kind of car do you want to be driving this year? Put that in your wealth corner. You can put coins in that section. You can put actual pictures of money in that section. All of those things are good. Okay, and then we've got home and family in the left-hand side. Okay, so left center, we've got home and family. So make sure you put pictures of your family in this section. Anybody who you want to be in contact with over the next year. Anybody who is important to you. So for example, your parents. Now remember, not children though. If you have children, they go over on this right-hand side. And not you go in the center. So anybody else who's a family member, would go under home and family, and also a picture of your home you want to put here. Again, like I said, if you want to move, you want to put a picture of your new home here. Okay, this is a vision board. This is a future board. So what kind of home would you like to have? Do you want it by the beach, or do you want it in the mountains, in the desert? Where do you want it? You know, have a background to go with it. Okay, so this is just to give you a head start for the year. So I hope you find this useful. And what I do is I put pictures that represent each of these things on a big poster board. Okay, so that's how I set it up for the year. To finish up today, I'd like to pull a card for you for the week. I like to do this every week for you. And today, the unicorns were calling. They wanted me to speak through them. So I'm using the Oracle of the Unicorn card deck. And this is Cordelia Francesca Brab's deck. It's a beautiful deck. I just love the unicorns. So they are magical, mystical creatures. All right, so let's see what is the card that wants to come through today. The action. Here is a beautiful unicorn going through the forest with light coming down, and this is a galloping unicorn. It says, now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. Wow, what a perfect card when we're talking about our vision for 2021. In other words, it's saying go ahead and create that vision board. Don't hesitate. It's going to help you tremendously. Even a little bit of effort can go a long way when you set intentions. So go ahead and take time. This entire month of January is usually what I like to do for my vision board. I like to add little things all through the month, so you don't have to feel like you got to get it done immediately. But have fun with it, and definitely if you're, interested in learning more about this, these are the types of things that I do in my Sphere of Infinite Light membership, where we look at manifesting and how to manifest. We look at your hands, we look at what's in your hands that can assist you with your ascension process. We do group meditations together to create what it is that we've put on our board. All of these things can help you. So if you're interested, just go to ascension17.com to get started. So until next week, hopefully I can do this live next week. I can't control the internet, unfortunately, but I will get this posted as soon as possible for you to enjoy. And thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and remember to embrace your infinite light.